everybody, welcome back to another episode. I am now about to talk to you about my new favorite means of transportation in Stockholm, and that is the boat. Today, for the first time ever, I took the boat as a regular means of transportation. It wasn't a fun escape to go to some island or something. It wasn't there was nothing particularly crazy about it. It was just literally going from point A to point B like you would normally take the subway or the bus. But instead in Stockholm you can take the boat. Yes, because there's a lot of water in Stockholm. If you look at the map and you see Stockholm, it's like it's one city, of course, it's one city, but that city is constructed by different islands. Like it's almost confusing. You're like, because in for me usually islands work like this. There's an island, and then on the island there's a city. That is how I see the world. But in Stockholm, it's the other way around. It's one city that consists of several different islands, like pushed together, and that's life now. That is a new way to look at life that I've just discovered. So naturally, when you live in a city like this, one way to move between the islands, besides bridges and all of that, of course, is to take the boat, because maybe it's faster to take the boat than to walk all the way to wherever the bridge is. I don't know why I'm so impressed with this. I've been living in here for years. This is the first thing that people notice oftentimes when they come to Stockholm. And I'm sure I've noticed it before. I just thought, yeah, that's not for me. That's too complex. I can barely manage my transportation as is. Took me, I don't even wanna know or admit how many months to memorize the lines of the metro, of the subway. Okay, and don't even ask me about the buses. I'm still confused with the buses. You wanna throw boats into that? I might as well move. I'm not getting involved. So I have strategically stayed away from the boats my whole career as a resident of Sweden, and and today it was the first time that this changed for me, uh, and I feel good about that. It's a very fun little thing because it's a boat. Come on now. Of course, it's regular transportation, but it's still a boat. It's very exciting. The moment I step on a boat, immediately I feel that I'm on vacation, which I'm definitely not. And I don't think that any of the people on the boat that I was today were. Okay, we're just going from work, home, or whatever. But it's still, you step on the boat. And even though you may be going to the tax agency, like to pay a utility bill or whatever. I mean, of course, you don't go to pay those in person, but whatever, do the most boring, like soul crushing errand in existence, you get this weird fun enthusiasm because you're still on a boat, right? You have the air, and it was sunny. Today it was also sunny, maybe not often it's sunny, but today it was. So you get some sun, and the air hits you, and you might lose a hat. But like, it's fine. You're on a boat. Of course, you're gonna lose a hat. That's not a problem. Maybe don't take your favorite hat. Okay. I was very stressed about it, to be honest. I was, like I said, I've been stressed about it for many years. I'm like, nah, I don't know. This sounds a lot. This sounds a lot. Like, where do I buy a ticket? Because usually, I don't know why it's like this in my head, but when it comes to boats, the ticketing system is a little bit, I don't want to say archaic, I might say eccentric. That sounds better, right? Yeah? Yeah. So maybe you meet an old man in a kiosk, and then you say where you want to go, and he gives you a ticket, and if you are lucky it's the correct one, and then you go around asking like a traveler, is this my boat, is this one, and then they tell you, yeah, come in, and you know, this is how taking a boat is in my head. I don't know why, right? I don't know why it's so weird, but to my experience, even last time that I took a boat in Stockholm, it was to go to a small island that is a bit further outside of Stockholm actually, but it's in the general area. And I don't even know what happened. I'm still confused about the whole experience. Like somebody came by the car and was like hi, and we said hi, and that was the ticket. I think so. Anyways, so I have those weird experiences with boats and traveling with boats, and so I was prepared for a very old timey travel experience. Okay, I thought it was gonna be complex and impractical, but no, no, the boat that I used was like a bus, 100% like a bus. You scan your ticket the exact same way as you do on the bus. And then you go inside. They even have the same seats. They have the exact same seats. I thought I was gonna get those uncomfortable, wooden seats, because those are like the ship boat seats, but I have ever seen the ones that are, yeah, just wood, just like a plank of wood here and a plank of wood there, and like, hey, you can stand if this is that bad for you. But no, they had actual bus seats, warm and comfy, and they even had, I think it was the same color textiles, the same color on the fabric, the same pattern on the fabric that I have seen on several buses. So everything in there was screaming bus. Honestly, it is the same group of people that I would normally see in a bus. The only thing that was different was the babies. Definitely, there were a lot of babies, lots of babies in strollers, lots of strollers, an obscene amount of strollers, and babies running around. So I suppose, yeah, the bus is not a very friendly place with babies and strollers. It's okay, but you won't see more than three. I haven't seen more than three at the same time. I imagine what happens is that many people take their kids out for a walk, especially if it's a nice day, and then it's kind of fun to take the boat. Sorry, it's not a ship. Let's not overdo it. I'm trying to remember what else was the same. I think it was the same system with announcing the next station. I think it was the same lady, like, but reads the stations so that you know where to go. I definitely recommend it if you happen to be in Stockholm, even just for fun, because it's the same ticket, right? In Stockholm, you get a ticket. I think it's about like an hour and a half that you have on the ticket. Then you can just take the boat. You can take the boat back and forth. I know there are some people that are like crazy with being on the boat. It relaxes them. So you can just take the boat back and forth for an hour, for several minutes. Today is also a very nice day in Stockholm. There is a lot of sun. It's getting really actually proper spring because, of course, we do have March is technically spring, like on paper, it is spring calendar wise. But in reality, no, it's like a transitional winter. It's like a very awkward winter that keeps trying to trick you into believing that it's not that cold. That's it. That's March in Sweden basically. But now it's actual spring because the sky is kind of blue. Wow. No words. 10 out of 10. To not have not green sky. Did I say green? To not have gray sky every single day. Fantastic. There's a little bit of sun and people are laying down in just more and more creative surfaces. And it's only April. Okay, I don't want to know what's gonna happen soon enough. This is the surfaces. I have seen things, you know. I have woken up one morning and just looked outside and saw a guy laying down on the roof of the building that's right in front of my building, like same level. I'm on the level of the roof of the building next to me, and he was laying on the roof. And when I say roof, you might imagine the wrong thing. You might imagine that's like a rooftop, you know, just like a little terrace. Which, okay, what's wrong with like laying on a terrace? But I'm not talking about the terrace. I'm talking about the roof. And if you're listening to this, I'm making a triangle shape right now with my hands for a reason. Because a roof is triangular, it's red, you know, the folk roof, the classic roof, the default roof, the one that you draw when you want to draw a house, but that has the signature brick red color. Okay, that's where he was laying. He was laying on the roof in a 45-degree angle, maybe a bit less. Exactly the angle of the roof, of course. So the roof is in that angle, the guy is laying on top of the roof. How did he get there? I've been wondering that ever since. I do not know. As I saw, as I saw him, I stopped myself from screaming. I was, whoop, you know, I almost screamed. And then I was like, no, 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 don't, that's, you were warned about this. People tried to warn you about this moment. They said it was gonna happen. They told you it was gonna happen. There's gonna be people laying on creative surfaces. They said that. They said, wait for the spring to come. You're gonna see the Swedes get naked and lay anywhere. I've been training for this moment. Do you understand me? So that was good. That was very good because it was just what I needed to like stop myself from reacting naturally to what was happening in front of me. I think I got hit by the sun a little bit much. I know that you know, I'm Greek and of course I'm supposed to miss the sun, but I don't think I miss the sun so much. I do miss, you know, not being cold, obviously, but the sun, I don't think that even I'm even that excited about the sun as the Swedish people get, where they just, you know, go and lay down in any surface as long as they're, you know, under the sun's gaze. I immediately get a headache. I get a headache like half an hour after I've been hit by the sun continuously. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna stay too much. I got a lot of sun today, but I wanted to record something anyways. So well, thank you for coming around and enjoy the sun if you are in Sweden at the moment. And I will see you soon. Bye.